These are the Brooks Cascadia 19 and today we're gonna give them a try. My name is Caroline and on this channel Run Letters we talk all about running gear, gadgets and events. And today we're gonna do that a little bit differently. Normally I record these videos in my office, but today I want to take you out on a run and tell you what I think while I am running. Now normally when it comes to shoe reviews, I review shoes after I've ran in them for hundreds of kilometers. This will be the first time I'm running in these shoes. That is because I am looking for new trail shoes. So I borrowed these ones from a friend of mine and yeah, I'm just gonna tell you what I think of them while I am out on a run. This is kind of a new format. I don't really have time to edit many videos every single week, so I wanted to see if you guys would like this format. If you like these more like long takes, little editing, and if so, just let me know in the comments. Alright, so let's go for a run. I've got them laced up. They are slightly too big for me, but they seem to fall a little bit small. Not really true to size, but yeah, I think I could probably go a size down. I'm currently wearing a size 40.5, I believe. I'll check after in my outro. But yeah, let's go give them a try. So you may wonder, why I am looking for new trail shoes. And the answer is I am running a ultra really soon, in just 2 weeks from now, actually less than 2 weeks from now. It will be my very first ultra. It's a 50k and it's in Madeira and I need some good trail shoes. Right now I pretty much only have hybrid trail shoes, the Saucony Ride TR2, which I really like, but I'm not sure they will be good enough for Madeira, to be honest. So that's why I would like to have some other shoes. I do also have the Saucony Peregrine 14, but I don't like those shoes. They're too stiff for me and I always felt like they gave me really tight calves, which I guess like it's just not the shoe for me basically. So yeah, I wanted to try out something else, and before investing in a new pair I thought I would just ask my friends, and I have a lot of trail running friends here, which I guess you can see why, because these trails are what we run most of the time. So I wanted to just test out some shoes. So far, so good. Enough grip. It has been raining a little bit here, but it's not very slippery on the trails yet. It's not been enough rain for that. But I think this is good terrain to test. I expect Madeira to be quite technical, so maybe I should go to some more technical trails, but okay, this is all that I can work with today. But yeah, feels good so far. Feels like these shoes have quite a bit of cushioning for a trail shoe, which I like. Okay, I'm the type of runner that likes a cushioned shoe, a bit of plush feeling. And most trail shoes don't really have that, or at least the ones I've tried so far don't have it. Also, trail shoes generally are a lot firmer, and that's something that I sometimes struggle with, but this feels good. I also tried on another pair of Brooks from the same friend, not the Cascadia, but I wouldn't say Caldera, but it's probably wrong. I'll put the name on screen. I will ask her. I like those less, but she already ran a lot in them as well. But it does say something about the durability. She said she probably had about 400 kilometers in those shoes, and I felt like they were nothing like they probably were like at the beginning, which is not something I like in shoes. So I don't know if these Brooks would be the same, because these are still very new. It does make me worry a little bit. Like, I don't want my shoes after 400 kilometers to already be degrading a lot. We're like, this is a nice little steep downhill. Anyway, so yeah, so far grippy, getting enough grip. I don't feel little stones coming through, which is good. As in, like, I don't feel the stones underneath me. You know how in some shoes you can literally feel every little stone that you step on? I know that some people actually want that when they're trail running. I really don't. I just want grip and I want cushioning. Okay, let's keep running this bit. Woo-wee. All right. This is good. Feels fun. Oh my god, forgot to start my watch. There we go. So yeah, like I said, I'm trying out these shoes for Madeira, the Ultra X there. And truth is, I'm pretty nervous. Mostly nervous about the technicality of the route. Ultra X gives it a 4 out of 5. And I don't think I've ever ran anything that comes close to that. I've only done trail races here in Portugal. And I don't know, I don't feel like I'm very well prepared for what it's going to be like. But I guess we'll find out. I have been training a lot, upping my mileage constantly. So that shouldn't be the problem. Yeah, I know the distance will be fine. Also time on feet will be fine. But I'm just mostly worried about the terrain. Maybe falling off a mountain. Like sliding off a cliff. That sounds like me. Okay. This is the end of this bit of trail. Since I want to keep testing these shoes on trail, I'm gonna run up here and probably loop around and do a bit of a different loop back to get some more kilometers in for today. Don't want to run too much. I come off a really big week, but I want to give these shoes a bit more time so I can really figure out what I think of them. And going uphill now on these pines. Oh, what do you call them? The leaves of a pine tree? Pines? Needles. Pine needles, maybe. Anyway, enough grip for that, so that's good. Yeah. Okay. Look at this view. We don't have beautiful lighting right now. I was hoping to get some golden light, but it's a bit of a grey day in Portugal. Doesn't happen too often. That's fine. A bit of rain is good for nature, right? Okay. Woo! All right. Yep, enough grip. Enough grip. I wish I had some steep corners here. I don't, but like I'm trying to move my feet around a little bit when they land. It feels really, really tight. As in, not slipping away. Just feels good. I'm just gonna get this extra downhill here for the test. Because this is such a good one. I could also go left here, but let's go. Hoppa. It's actually a little trail here that I can run up. So I think I'll do that. And then I'm gonna maybe switch the mount. Because I took the selfie stick with me, but I also bought a mount that I can put on my chest. Which I thought was really fun for Madeira. Because there, I don't think I'm gonna be holding the stick the whole time. So I might just put that on now. Or soon. And then you guys can see what I'm seeing. Just need to find my way up. I know it's somewhere around here. I do always really love this trail. This is so pretty. It's just so zen here. There's nobody. Except the dog sometimes here. I've been scared by him a few times. Hoppa. Okay, cobblestones. Not a good test, they're not wet. But yeah, no problem. No problem. Okay, and then over here is going to be my trail to the right. So I'm gonna get that and change this mount and take you guys uphill. Let's do it. So this right here is the chest mount. I think I'm gonna wear my pack over. So I've tried this on once so far at home. So I hope I'm gonna do this right. This goes here. Buckle around. Okay. And the other one goes around here. Which I need to make sure I do correctly. Yep. Like that. Then the question is if this is tight enough. I think it's pretty okay. Okay, well, we're gonna see. I'm gonna put this camera on and pray that you guys are not gonna be shaking a lot. If so, I'll probably cut that footage short and put on a voiceover. If the footage is good, you're gonna hear me ramble a little bit more. Let's do it. This is not the trail. I really thought it was here, but I don't think so now. It's a little bit further. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe I'd gone too far. Ah, there it is. Yep. Found it. Found the trail. Okay, so let's do this. This is new. That's okay. Hoppa. Let's go. Okay. Alright, found the trail. Ready to continue this run. It's gonna be a bit uphill, so I don't think this is gonna be good audio. So you can just maybe enjoy me running here for a second while I try to keep my heart rate under control. Up. But this is the type of terrain that I wanted to test. Is my watch going? Not even sure anymore. Yep. Okay. Alright. Whew. Ow! Gosh. There's like all these thorns everywhere now. I've come into the season of thorns. Hoppa. Gotta be a bit careful when running, but so far so good, as long as I don't twist an ankle today, because I am actually running the Lisbon Marathon this upcoming weekend. So yeah, I've been training a lot, so, and yeah. Okay, I lost my train of thought there for a second. So I've been training a lot. Got the Lisbon Marathon coming up this weekend, and then Madeira Ultra X, or X, whatever you want to say, 50k the weekend after. So it's going to be quite intense, but that's alright. I'm not really running Madeira to like run a personal best or anything, because the nice thing is I've never run a 50k, so it's an instant PB. I love those kind of races, and I also just don't have any expectations, because what am I going to compare it to, right? I have no reference window, basically. So it's gonna be fun. I'm approaching it as an adventure run. I'm running it together with a friend, so that also is really nice. Makes everything better running with friends. And yeah, I expect it's just going to be a super fun race. Anyway, back to the Brooks. I think these shoes might be it. I feel very good in them. They're giving me enough grip. They don't have any, like, they're not giving me any discomfort. That's what I'm most focused on right now, because obviously I don't want to be running a 50k and feel crappy or have pain or like get blisters. Now it's hard to say that about shoes when you've only run a few kilometers in them, but I think these are not going to give me that. Sometimes you can kind of feel it, right? So I feel like these are pretty nice. And so far, enough grip. The only question is, do I actually think that these are better and give me more grip than my Saucony Ride TR2? I'm not sure. I really like those shoes, but usually around like 20 kilometers, my left foot, my toes there, go a little bit numb, and I don't know what happens in these shoes, because obviously I'm not running that much in them now. So, but that's always the hard thing with shoes, right? And that's why usually, like, I don't review shoes until I've run on them for a lot of kilometers. Now I might do more of these first impression videos and then follow up in the future with what I think after, I don't know, at least 100k. Hello. 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 So yeah, might do that. Like do more videos where I follow up after a while. And yeah, tell you what I think. So maybe that's the reason now I should buy these shoes. So I can tell you what I think after 100k. But I'm not sure that justifies the cost. Maybe. But yeah, I wish I could just, try on every single shoe that exists. And yeah, basically have just free access to all the shoes that are out there. But don't we all? I think that's what we all want. Whew. Okay, so back maybe to the Ultra. There's a few more things I need to get. So trail shoes, hence I'm running in these ones now. Then I'm also still looking for a really good waterproof jacket. I may have found one. They're really expensive and they need to have taped seams, so it needs to be like a proper waterproof jacket, and that's mandatory. So there's no other way that I can otherwise run. So I need to get that. And then I'm also still on the lookout for poles. So I'm super late with this. So I really, really hope I can get those sorted this week. And otherwise, I might have to beg my friend if I can borrow hers. Hopefully, I'll just have my own though. So that is an update on basically my gear check. I mean, there's a few other things I still need, but I've already ordered those things. Like a headlamp, a safety bag or survival bag, and a couple of other things. But I'm well on my way there, so it's more now getting these big items, which I should be able to get even from like a local store if necessary. But I don't live like near a city. Well, I live near a city, but Lisbon doesn't have that much. And I hate going to Lisbon. So ideally, I don't need to go there to get my whole kit sorted. Alright, almost done with this uphill. I've avoided this uphill for a while because I don't like it. But I do remember this being so much harder. So that's a good sign of my training. Like I would avoid this hill because I just wanted to walk. And now I'm talking, going up. So I think that does show that training can go a long way. Whew. Okay. What? Anybody want to guess the pace? Let's have a look. 7:12. We're getting there. I mean, that's just right now on this uphill, of course. Yay! We made it. I think after this corner, there's one more bit. Then we're pretty much at the top. Okay. I think I'm gonna cut here. And I'm going to give you my short and sweet conclusion of the Brooks once I get back close to my house. So let's talk about what I think of the shoe. Here I am on one shoe right now and one sweaty sock. So I'll try to maybe keep this quite short. I like it. I like this shoe. It has a lot of foam, quite a lot of cushioning. I really enjoy that. Very stable here around the ankle. You don't feel like you're gonna just like, go through your ankle, which is such a common thing when trail running, obviously. Like I said, it is the Cascadia 19, as you can see there, and I mentioned earlier the size, so this was a 40.5. Usually I am either 39 or 40, depending on the brand and depending on the type of shoe. When it's a race shoe, I always wear 40. I think if I were to get these myself, because like I said, I borrowed these, I will get a 40. This is 40.5 is 26 centimeters here. Overall, very comfortable shoe. If you're looking for a trail shoe, I would see if you can try these ones out. Personally, I will be buying these probably second-hand. I think with trail shoes especially, you don't always need them to be new. You just want them to not have already had a lot of kilometers. And I think I can definitely find these like that. I cannot really talk about durability, versatility, obviously trail shoe. I think that these on the road are going to be fine for a while. So they're not hybrid shoes, I believe. But they might work as hybrid shoes with the amount of cushioning that they have. They seem a little bit similar to the Saucony Ride Tier 2. So yeah. Then what else should I mention? The price. I don't know the price, but I'm going to show it on screen right now, so you have an idea what it retails for. And yeah, style, very bright, in your face. I think there's probably more colorways, but I really like this. They look like just like bright trail shoes that somebody might even spot from the side of the road. And yeah, terrain, trail. So I think that gives you everything. Durability, I cannot talk about it. So that is my review for now. If I end up buying them, I will give you a review after 100k or 200k, whenever I feel like it's a proper moment to actually review them. For now though, these are my first impressions, and I think I'm gonna see if I can score a pair secondhand. Let me know in the comments if you liked this style video, because that would be awesome, because then I will do more of them. And if you would like to be part of our global run club, then click the first link in the description. I will also link to my ultimate gear guide, in which you can find all my favorite running gear. And for a lot of those things, we have discounts inside the run club. So see what you want to do, but definitely check out the gear guide. I will see you in the next video. Ciao!